Every day, all day.
This is how we roll.
This is 97.9, the BOX.
Hey girl.
What's up, girl? Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Let me close this door because the studio, it's JQ is being loud in the studio. Sorry. Okay, my bad. Good to see you.
I know. I'm so excited too. You're my first female interview. I've
Oh,
been
really?
interviewing with all guys, so I'm like,
Really? Yay! Okay, so can you please say your last name for me because I don't want to get it wrong.
So it's Sia Amun.
Amun. Okay,
Yes.
Sia Amun. Okay,
Yes.
girl. So look, the first time I saw you was on Love and Hip Hop, girl. Acting dang on Plum Crazy. Now you weren't acting crazy, but you was just defending your friend. You're like one of those ride or die friends. You were defending your friend the entire time.
Yeah, and we're both like that. Like she don't play about me neither.
Yeah.
So it's just the dynamic we have. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when I say friend, I mean Lyrica for anybody that's tuning in right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even want to like just be on any of that Love and Hip Hop stuff because you're such an amazing artist. You're such an amazing artist, girl. I was listening to your music, and actually, my friend Cooley put me onto your music, and I was like, "Oh, yes!" I was like, "Oh my gosh!" But you've been in the business for a very, very, very long time. You kind of was raised in the business because your father is in Troop, right?
Yep. Lead singer.
All I do is
think
yeah.
of you.
Yes, no, because I was reading that up on you. But you've been in the business for a long time. I'm sure you've learned absolutely everything that you need to know about the business just being around him. But first, I want to start off with your songwriting and who you worked with.
Okay. So I started singing backgrounds and stuff first. My first professional placement was with Lady Gaga. Then from there, Trey Songz, Mary J. Blige. Oh my gosh, why am I going blank? Tyrese. I've worked with Will.i.am, Dr. Dre. Everybody, literally everybody. Keke Palmer. I'm trying to think. Zendaya cut a couple songs. So many people. So many people. So I've written and had the pleasure to work with so many amazing people.
Was there ever a record that you've done you're like, man, I should have kept that record for myself?
Yeah. Honestly, the song never came out, so I might redo it. But there was a record on Keke Palmer called Half a Heart, and it's talking to a guy like, you can't love us both, like with half a heart, and it was just such a fire ass song.
Wait, do you believe that guys can love two girls at one time?
I do believe that they can, but I don't really fuck with that. Like, I don't want to be in that situation. Like, I think you could love two people at the same time, but I want to be the only one.
Yeah, you want to be the only one. Obviously,
I want to be the only one. So that's what the song was about. And I just love that song so much. And I heard it. It just randomly played on my iTunes the other day. And I was like, yo, I need to, she never used this. Like, I need to put this out. But that was a record for sure that I wanted.
Yeah. How you been quarantining? How's everything been with you? Because where are you at? Are you in LA?
I'm in LA right now, yeah.
And y'all got, what, 3 more months?
Girl, they just added us to...
Girl, we open right now. We open.
Girl, they're like starting to open little stuff. Like, I think they opened the trails back up and like stuff like that. But for the most part, it's been cool. I'm quarantined by myself. So every now and again, I get a little lonely. Like, dang, I need to, so I might go see my brother or something. But I think that the project, like, the album and all the interviews and everything has been really, really keeping me busy. So I haven't even been like tripping off of it, but it's been cool. It's been cool.
You've been writing a lot while you've been quarantining?
Yeah, to be honest, before this quarantine, the project was not even, I probably was about 60% done. So because of this, so thank God for this quarantine, because I was able to really like lock in and complete the project. And I wrote every song, and it definitely took time. And I'm just like grateful that this quarantine happened, because honestly, I don't think the project would even be, we wouldn't be doing this right now. Yeah.
Ready to Love, right? Is that going to be the name of the project? So are you ready to love right now or what?
Girl, I've been single for like 4 years.
Same.
And I finally was just like, I'm at a point where I've spent all this time like really getting to know myself and learn myself, what I want, what I don't. And I just feel like I got a lot of love to give and I'm just ready to receive it. And it's just time. You know, I do feel like I'm ready to be loved on now. I deserve that.
So have you been, it's been single by choice? You just kind of like,
Yeah. I really wanted to focus. I was in a relationship for about like 5.5, almost 6 years. And it kind of just took everything out of me. So I've been like covering. I spent all this time just really like getting back to the source of who I am and just like, you know, growing up. I was young when I got in that relationship and just yeah, now I'm just like, okay, this is cute, but
yeah, I want something, I need to peel first and then I need to like, I want something real. You ever feel like you give more love than you get?
Exactly. Say that one more time.
Do you ever feel like you give more love than you get?
Oh, it's been that way my whole existence.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, let me take a break. Let me just love on me. Let me learn what that's really like. Because I don't think, I mean, I can't speak for everybody else, but I've never really had real examples of what self-love is and truly loving on yourself and or even how to love on yourself, you know? So I really wanted to spend this time learning how to do that. And so that I could be okay. So that when this time came where I am ready now for somebody else, I already know what the deal is. Like now I know what that love is. So you could love me in a proper way.
Right.
Because before we don't know. We just out here.
What's that process like though? Learning to love yourself. You know what I mean? What does that look like for you? Because maybe it's different for everyone.
Honestly, just spending that time, just spending the time with yourself and being okay with it. Like a lot of people do not know how to be by themselves. Like they have to have somebody there, somebody that they talking to, somebody filling them up with all of the, you know. And so it's just like getting past all of that, dealing with those nights, meditating, praying, and just really getting connected to God. Like I like right now I'm on a 21-day detox. Whoop whoop, I'm on day 12.
What kind of detox is it?
I'm just doing a water detox.
What do you mean by all water detox? Like
so
you're not surviving on just water.
21 days of just water.
Girl, bye. I would be like so delusional right now. Do you hear me? I would be so sick.
It seems like that. It seems like that, but honestly, only the first week. Once you get past day 5, you start, it's like a whole new mental world opens up. Your perception and everything starts shifting. It's amazing. You got to try at least 10 days.
Water? I love water. That's all I drink for real anyway, but to take everything else out, I don't know how I would be able to function.
I felt like it was time and it was so necessary, especially with me getting ready to put the album out. I just really wanted to be like cleared out. And I'm really big, like all of my guidance and everything just comes through my intuition. So I want it to be as clear as possible so that I'm receiving, I call them downloads. Like when I get an idea, I'm like, oh, I just got a download. So
yeah,
I want to receive, I want to be in a position to receive as many downloads as I possibly can. And for me, the only way to really do that is when I'm like detoxing and meditating. And you're just completely wide open for the source.
You see my face though, right? Because I literally am like, I've done juice, you know, the detoxes with the juices and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't even I can't function. I can't think. I'm constantly thinking about food. I can pray about it the whole time. And I'm just like, this is not working for me. So I'm like really curious on how you're able to operate on just water.
Yeah, a lot of people feel the same way. Like sometimes I don't like talking about it. I'm talking about it now because I've been like telling all my fans and followers and everybody to do it with me. But usually I don't because everybody is like, you're crazy. Like you need to eat, you're gonna die. But it's amazing. After day 5, your body naturally starts to heal itself from any possible disease. Your cells start to repair. It's like every day after day 5, something is happening. And you feel it. You feel it. Like, you know, I might get like dizzy, have a headache or something. But honestly, this particular time, I haven't. Like, I have so much energy. I woke up this morning bouncing off the walls.
Really? Somebody said it's a divine connection in the comments.
Yeah, it is, honestly. And it takes the detox because when you think about it, we're putting so much toxins, and especially if you eat meat, no shade to anybody else.
I don't eat meat, so you ain't shading me.
Girl, it's so much that we're putting in the process food and the packaged food, we have no idea how it affects our mental. Like that shit fucks with us, and we don't even know. Like when I came back to LA to do Love and Hip Hop, I started eating meat again. Just I don't even know why. I just was here and it was around, and so I started eating meat again. And then I found myself like in this depression. I'm like angry. I'm mad at the world. And I'm like, yo, I just did a reality show. Like, I'm supposed to be feeling good. And then I thought about it. Like, I have been eating all kind of shit. Like, I got to get it together. And it makes a difference. It really does.
That stuff really, it really,
Cooley said, I eat meat.
That's us. I haven't had meat in over a year. And so I see how my body has changed, how my skin, if I eat anything, like you say, if I eat packaged stuff, like I break out really, really bad.
Immediately.
I break out so bad. Even during the quarantine, I think I had ate something. I don't know what happened, but my face was so bad, girl. Like, it looked good right now, but it was so bad. I had to go to the dermatologist. I was looking in my mirror crying, but I realized, I was like, I think I've been eating dairy. Let me figure everything out. I had to take it out of my face. Obviously, with the stuff the doctor gave me, my face cleared up from it, you know, but everything that we put in our body really affects, like, just not just our mind, but like our skin, our stomach, our gut, everything is in the gut. So
yeah, it's important.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
So was there a lot of pressure for you growing up? I mean, you wanted to do music. When did you realize you wanted to do music? Because, you know, obviously your dad's famous, so like I'm sure there was pressure when you came out and said, you know, I want to do music as well.
So I started singing when I was 4. I recorded my first song when I was 10. But the interesting thing is my dad wasn't really interested. Like, I don't think that he necessarily wanted, I think he wanted us to do what we wanted to do. But growing up, I grew up with my mom, and she would always tell him, like, you know, she could sing, like she wants to sing. And he would just kind of like, yeah, whatever, you her mom, you just trying to, you know, you just saying. He like, girl, and he just never really showed interest until I was in the backyard with him one day, and my little brother was like, let's sing that song. He had wrote a song for ATL. I don't know if y'all remember the group ATL, but they had
a calling all girls.
Yes, and they had a song, Make It Up With Love. My dad wrote the Make It Up With Love. My dad wrote their song, Make It Up With
Love.
Yes. Yep. And so my brother, I loved that song, and my brother was like, let's sing that song. And so shout out to my brother, because that day I sang the second verse, and my dad like looked at me like, oh, you could really sing. And we went in the house that night. I recorded my first song, and I kind of started to just record ever since, and doing like background stuff for him on the songs he was working on. Then when I got 16, my mom had put me out, and I was living with my friend, and I called him, and I was just like, Dad, I really, really want to take this serious. Like, I really want to be an artist, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Like, I just want to come live out there and do this. And he was like, let's do it, you know?
Yeah.
So I kind of been on the journey ever since then. Yeah. It is pressure, because he was in such one of the best groups. Like, Billboard named him like one of the best groups of all time.
Absolutely.
So people, when they find out, they're automatically there's like an expectation, like, oh, she gotta be, you know. So of course we deal with those self insecurities, like, oh, I hope I'm good enough, or I don't sing like that. Like, I grew up on loving church singers, but I don't sing like them. So I used to be like, I'm not good, like, oh my gosh, you know. And so I went through a process of like never telling anybody who my dad was. I just like, I want to be in the room because y'all fuck with me and y'all think I'm dope, and it has nothing to do with who my dad is. And so I went years and years until like I would get comfortable or in the room, and then tell like, yeah, you know, my dad is such and such, and then people would find out. But for the most part, I was like, I'm never telling anybody, because I want to make my own name. And so that's kind of how I went the whole journey.
Yeah, you know, a lot of kids who have parents who are celebrities, they rebel so much. Did you ever go through that stage where you were like very rebellious?
You know, my dad and my grandma, they didn't allow that. They had such a tight hold on me, especially because I lived with my mom, and my mom was a foster parent. So I was the youngest, and we had all teenage girls. And my dad just didn't like that, you know. So they were so tight on me. I couldn't really
Yeah.
get away with nothing. I was getting whoopings
Yeah.
just because he like, I know you
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they didn't allow me. I was like, I'm the middle child, and I always felt like I had to try to be my best or do whatever I could to like get seen and for everybody to pay attention to me. So I was like straight A student,
Yeah.
president of the Avid Club.
Yeah.
Like I was trying
Yeah.
to be the best daughter that you know.
I see somebody, they keep saying, can you sing something? Somebody said, can you sing something? You feel
Well,
like
y'all know it's 11 o'clock in the morning.
no, it's okay. It's okay. No, you're fine. You don't. Look,
Y'all, I
it is
love
early
y'all,
there.
but it's 11 in the morning. I
It
probably
is early.
sound
Shout out to
crazy.
my boy Mars in here because I saw Mars pop up in there.
Hey, my guy, I see him right there. What's up, Mars?
So you know I'm from Cali, so I came up with like Mars and then 1500 and nothing and all of those guys. Yeah.
Those my big bros. Those
Yeah,
my bros.
same.
Mhm.
So when is Ready to Love come out?
So Ready for Love comes out
Ready for Love
Saturday the 23rd.
Yes.
I can't believe it. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm excited for you.
Yes, I'm excited. This is my first time writing. I really said I wanted to do a project from top to bottom, like by myself, without co-writers. Like I'm always writing with someone and depending on them because I always felt like I was just okay, you know, like I wasn't the best writer and I didn't come up with the best melody. So I had to be connected to somebody I thought was just great. And this is the first time that I'm not doing that. I'm just like, you know, I really want people to know who Sia is and get to know me 100%. So I wrote every song, and I think that's what's more nerve-wracking than anything is just like, I'm trying not to care what people think, and it's like I really don't, but it's still that nervous little butterfly.
You just want them to love your music. You want everybody to connect with your music. You know, that's your art, that's your baby. So you want everybody to connect with it.
Yeah. So, but I'm super excited. It's 10 songs, and I love it. I can't believe it's coming out. So I just hope that, you know, y'all connect and love it as much as I do, because I'm really, really, really proud of it. So yeah.
I saw somebody said their favorite song by you is Single AF. I was listening to earlier on my way to work this morning, and I put it like 4 times, no lie. I think it was Peace of Mind.
Oh yeah. That's off of Ready for Love. That's off.
Oh girl, let me tell you, I played it like 4 times. I'm like, this the one right here. I like this one.
That was the leading single that I dropped first, just to kind of like, you know, get everything, people on my radar. Like, okay, she putting out music. So that's the first song off the project, and then we got the second single that's dropping called Weekend. And I just love it. Like, I just want y'all to hear it. I wish it was out right now so I could just tell y'all about all the songs. But
we got a couple days. You know what? We might have to jump back on live once it comes out. We should go song for song,
track by track.
Yeah, we should go track for track. Either it's on here or it's on my Instagram or whatever. We go track for track. Because
it's a really, really dope story. Like, because I'm single, obviously, like what I did was I said, if I had my dream nigga in front of me, or like the dude that I just am crazy about, if he was here, what would I say to him? Like, how would I even be? Like, how do I know that I'm ready? You know? And so I wrote every song from the perspective of me engaging with this dude. And just how I feel throughout the process, him not moving fast. I just created a fantasy.
I can't wait to hear it, girl, because I'm a hopeless romantic, okay?
Girl, me too.
I love, but I always get shortchanged, so.
Girl, me too. And I just don't.
Romantic.
I never wanted to believe that all niggas wasn't shit, or like, you know, I just never was like, when I went through my breakups, I was just like, you know, I'm not going to believe that. Like, I'm going to find somebody out there that loves me and worships this ground that I walk on. I just believe that in my heart. So I'm like, our words are powerful. And instead of me singing songs about how much I don't want you or run away and I'm single and proud, like, that's not what I want at this point.
No.
So let me sing about
you
love.
You can't put that in your spirit either.
That.
You can't put that in your spirit. You cannot.
Yeah. I'm like, let me manifest what I want.
I don't know what it is with this generation, and love Megan, the song Savage, but everybody uses the word savage. Like, I'm not a savage. Like, I can't even be a savage.
I don't
if
want
even
to be
try
a
to
savage.
I don't want to be a savage. But I know we've been damaged and heartbroken and stuff like that. But I just still
I
haven't
want
got
to
to the point where,
love.
like, right.
I want to love.
I want to
and
love
be loved.
somebody how I want to be loved. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Girl.
That's me, girl. I'll be looking at my friends like, I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm trying to be screwed up now.
Yeah, it's same.
Like, for a long time, of course, I wasn't, but now I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I've been this long enough. Like, okay,
Yeah.
somebody else to do the loving.
Yeah. Somebody said stay pure.
Yeah.
Somebody said stay pure. Savage is the new ratchet. It gets tricky when you get in love. Yeah, it gets tricky.
Cooley said, I'm going to teach y'all how to be a savage. I might need a lesson, sis, because
yeah, I don't want to. You know, one of my friends is like, "Girl, you have to be savage." I'm like, "Girl, I tried. It don't even work.
I just don't have time.
I don't have the energy, girl.
I'd rather
put
be
that in
by
my
myself.
spirit. Like, I don't want that energy around me. Period.
Yeah.
You know.
I'd rather just be by myself because I'm happy. I'm actually good on my own. It's just like, you know, sometimes like being quarantined.
Yeah, for sure.
So dope to not be quarantined by myself. I could get some whenever I want, or just, you know, whatever the case. So, yeah.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I might need
know
a little savage ways. I don't know.
You said you got what?
I said I might need a little savage ways. I don't know.
Yeah. Girl, you gotta say, I'm gonna say pure. I'm gonna say pure over here.
I feel you.
Somebody said, just be queens and build an empire with that king.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's easier said than done, though.
Yeah, it is.
Well, we can't wait to check out the album that comes out on Saturday. Am I going to get a Friday night going into Saturday?
Yes, midnight. Midnight
right.
everywhere. So it'll be even midnight, PST, CST, everywhere midnight.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Thank you so much. For real, we got to jump back on when it come out at some point when I've
I'm gonna
it.
hit you.
I got to let it marinate, and we gonna I'm about to.
I'm definitely gonna reach out and let you know, like, girl, let me know what day worked for you. Let's do it.
Yeah, and tell everybody where they can follow you because I'm on the box, right? You came into the box Instagram, right? I
yeah.
Make sure. Okay, cool. Tell everybody where to follow you at.
So you guys can follow me everywhere at SIAAMUN, Sia Amun, and it's literally Sia Amun across the board on everything. My website, siaamun.com, Sia Amun Instagram, everywhere.
And we manifesting them kings, girl.
You feel me? Thank you so much.
Right.
Shout out to Will. Before I get off, shout out to Will. He co-produced the single. He co-produced a bunch of records on the project. So shout out to you, Will. He's in Houston. I had to make sure that I shouted him out before I got.
Shout out to Will.
Yes.
Yep.
And I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for having me.
And then too, you can get it off the page too, because we gonna save it on there and everything too.
Okay.
I think I get it. The interview, whatever. Yeah. I know
okay.
It ain't gonna show up on yours. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay. Follow me too, y'all. Keisha Nicole. Somebody said I'm gonna follow both of y'all. KEISHA and I see you.
Yes.
All right. See you later.